name's Nick Hall, and I'm a graphic architect here with Kubrick Studio, and do everything from Rubik's Cube art up to mosaics with crayons, spools of sewing thread, dice, mixed media, all sorts of things that normally isn't used to make art. We'll take and we'll find a way to create colorful, interesting pieces of iconic art. Rubik's Cubes themselves, that was kind of the brainchild of our creative director, Josh Shalom. And so we started working together, like I said, about 2.5, 3 years ago. And since then, we've kind of just been expanding what we can do, not only with cubes, but all sorts of mediums. So the Rubik's Cube is kind of like our fundamental specialty, something that we do bigger and better than anyone else. I think the Distillery district is just is a really hot spot for galleries and art and also tourism. So all times of year you've got people from around the world coming through here, and you're able to showcase and expose your art to people that otherwise normally wouldn't see it. So yeah, there's been a lot, we've been thinking about all the places in Toronto we could be, and this seems like the best place for us to showcase our art. Since it was revitalized, I mean, prior to the Distillery having been modernized the way it is, it was a wasteland. And it wasn't being used for anything. So this is a perfect example of taking history and modernizing it, making it a useful public space again. So I think it's the prime example of how other communities and areas in the city, all over the country, can be revolutionized and changed and revitalized. So it's that mix of old and new, and it makes it extremely unique. Personally, I know a lot of the people would say this too, see it growing, becoming a more popular destination. In about 2 years' time, or 3 years' time, there's going to be the Pan Am Games in Toronto here. And about 2 blocks this way, there's a whole development going up, which is going to turn into Athletes Village, stadiums, things like that. So this area is just growing and growing and growing, and it's turning all these abandoned lots into usable public spaces, places that people want to go and be, live, and experience life, culture, art, all those things. So I think it's great,